like to call to order the workshop meeting for May 14th for Hatfield Township. Roll call.
President Zipfel.
Here.
Vice President Rogers.
Here.
Commissioner Andrus.
Here.
Commissioner Lestraco.
Here.
Commissioner Partha.
Here.
I'd like to ask our Assistant Township Manager, Scott Hutt, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
He's over there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next meeting, over there. All right, is there a motion for approval of tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Partha, second by Vice President Rogers. Any questions or concerns about the agenda before us? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor of approving tonight's agenda and moving ahead, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, we can move ahead. Citizens' comments. Are there any citizens' comments on agenda items only? Okay. None this evening, so we're going to move on to our consent items. Is there a motion to enter into the record the consent items that are listed in the agenda?
So,
Motion by Commissioner Andrews, second by Vice President Rogers. The consent items include the police report for the month of April, the Calmer Volunteer Fire report for the month of April, the North Penn Water Authority meeting minutes of March 25, the VMSC monthly report for the month of April, and the Hatfield Township Municipal Authority minutes of March 11. With that, I'll call the question. All in favor of moving those into the record, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, those are approved. All right, kind of a light agenda tonight, and in particular because our special item is going to be postponed to a future meeting. So we're going to move right to our committee reports versus Planning and Zoning Committee. Vice President Rogers.
thank you very much. Discussion to update open space fee for land development projects.
Thanks, Mr. Vice President. We're going to send it over to Mr. Hutt.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Thank you. As we previously cleaned up some of our zoning ordinances, we're taking the same approach to our Saldo regulations.
Oh, yeah.
And looking at the open space fee in lieu of, it gave us an opportunity to modernize our approach with it. We looked at surrounding municipalities and, should turn that on. And we saw a way to simplify it instead of the fair market value of what it previously was. And we propose what falls in line with current practices to what everybody else seems to be doing based on residential price per dwelling unit, non-residential square footage of building, and then a price for non-residential, no building being constructed. So it's kind of cut and dry, no room, there's no ambiguity about it.
Okay. So tonight, what do we do? We review and consider, and then do we need to make a motion for the next meeting? Or Next meeting, right?
So there will be a public hearing at the next meeting, which has already been advertised, and then we'll listen to any public comment if there is any, and then the board will consider it at that time.
Okay. All right. Any questions for Scott? No? All right, then we'll move it to the next, I'm assuming I have a consensus on that from everyone. We'll move it to the next meeting's agenda. Scott, good summary, appreciate that. Bob, anything? No, that's it?
For tonight.
All right, Public Works Committee.
Mr. President, just one item for the public. I thought people would like to hear. If you've driven Cowpath Road lately, it's a little bumpy. There's a lot going on over there. Pretty much every utility that's underground has been in there and continues to be in there fixing all the infrastructure. So we're about 6 to 8 weeks away from North Penn Water finishing up their project, and then we and the borough will pave that entire stretch. So appreciate the public's patience. It has been a very tough corridor to travel, and if it's not closed, if you go down there, there's a lot of rattling and chattering, but we are coming to the end, and we will have a very fresh, paved, cleaned up, all new infrastructure Cowpath Road.
All right, 6 to 8 weeks, sounds good.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yep.
Finally.
All right, that's Public Works Committee
Yes,
report?
sir.
Okay, anything else?
That's all.
Okay, Parks and Recreation Committee, Commissioner Lestraco.
Thank you, President Ziffel. Let's start with Get Fit classes. For our Parks and Rec report, we have our Get Fit classes. We have 2 exciting summer fitness programs coming up. International Day of Yoga, that'll be Saturday, June 21st at 7 p.m. here at the it'll be at the Hatfield Township Arboretum, not here at this building, the Arboretum. And it is free. We do ask that you bring canned food items to be donated to our local food shelter. And you may, the registration requires a waiver, so just look for that. Aqua Zumba, that will be coming up soon, obviously, because our pool will be opening. This popular class includes dancing, great music, new friends, and lots of exercise. So that will be June 23rd to August 18th. There is no class on July 7th or August 4th. It will be 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Hatfield Aquatic Center, and to join that, it'll be $70 a person. Spring and summer pickleball. Join us for a long season of pickleball through the spring, summer, and fall. We will be hosting pickleball courts at our community park, so that will be April 7th through October 31st. Mondays through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And for residents, that's $25. For non-residents, that is $40. And you can check that out on our website, hatfieldrec.com. Also, some events coming up. Our plant exchange will be this Saturday, May 17th. It's this time of year, digging up our excess plants from your gardens and bringing them to our annual plant exchange, so you can mix mingle and come and party with plants and people. You can ask a master gardener and watershed steward, who will be there featured to ask questions to Lee Kaiser. And you can ask questions about home and garden, water runoff, riparian buffers, and native plants. And there'll be information booklets and flyers at this event. Again, that's this Saturday, is that correct? Yep, May 17th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that will be here at the Township Building, 1950 School Road. Also coming up, Music Feast. That will be our summer concerts. Please save the dates, June 30th, July 14th, July 28th, August 11th, and August 25th. And on each of those dates, we have excellent bands, so please support that. Those are all Mondays. So those dates I stated are Mondays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and that will be at our School Road Park. Food for sale provided by our local BSA Scout troops, 229B and 229G. So that the Boy Scouts will be there. The Scouts will be there, I'm sorry. Parks and Rec Month celebration. Please join us to celebrate our Parks and Rec Department here in Hatfield Township. And that will be Friday, July 18th. That's also at School Road Park, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We will have a movie at 8 p.m., at 8:30 p.m. And the activities will include balloon animals, face painting, foam bubble party, ninja rock climb and slide, inflatable axe throwing, Parks and Rec giveaways, and our special guests will be Hatfield Police Department, Colmar Fire Company, and more. Community Project also will be there, and a featured film will be at Avengers. We will have food trucks, and there'll be a barbecue food truck and a Doe and Company food truck. Okay, a little bit more. I'm almost done. Okay, so I mentioned the Avengers movie again. That will be July 18th, and that's 8:30. And then Madagascar movie in the park, that will be August 15th, 8 p.m., also at School Road Park. And on August 15th, we will also have a petting zoo from 6:30 to 7:30, inflatables, crafts, and the food truck is the Couch Potato. So hope to see you guys there. We also wanted to just talk just briefly about Clemens Park ribbon cutting. A big thank you from Ashley and the committee to our Hatfield Commissioner team and the community for celebrating and opening the new park at Clemens Park. And also, they also want to, of course, we wanted to say that this is the first inclusive playground in Hatfield Township, and it's called Logieland. So please come and check that out. It was a wonderful evening, lots of emotion, excitement, and lots of great family fun. So thank you, everybody, for being there. She also wanted to thank everybody for the Earth Day celebration. Thank you to everyone that celebrated Earth Day with our Parks and Rec department. We had so many volunteers cleaning up all month. We had of April, our cleanup day also on April 26th. So thank you to everybody. Special thanks to Commissioner Ziffel and Partha, as well as our Shade Tree Commission for joining in the cleanup fun. And thank you to our amazing partners, Garden of Health, for partnering with us on for an educational and fun-filled pop-up event that afternoon. So that happened April 18th, but she just wanted to thank everybody on behalf of the committee. So that's my report.
All right.
Thank you.
That's a good one. A lot of good stuff. It doesn't matter that it's long, actually. Long is good. So that's a great report. Okay, Public Safety Committee, Commissioner Partha.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I have a few updates, and before this meeting, and thank you, Chief Trainee, for giving the Commissioner another tour for our newly developing police station before tonight meeting. There was some update about this construction project. So as of now, we have few things accomplished. So among them, 75% of the parking lot on site has been course paving, and the access road has been base course paving, and main building low slope floor and shingle roof are 80% completed. Plumbing, roof and supply piping installation is completed. Electric and HVAC roof is in about 75% completed. Interior wall are framed and drywall being installed. Main building exterior veneer is 75% complete. So even though we completed lots of things, we have few things to be completed. The work to be completed is range low sloped roof and shingle roof to be completed in next 2 weeks. Main building and range plumbing, HVAC and electrical roof ends to be completed. Range fit out begins in mid-June. Exterior windows to be completed mid-June. Main building drywall to be completed around early June. Solar canopy footings to be begin late May. Interior finish to be begin mid-June. So this is the work we have to is pending as of now, and we will update accordingly. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right. Anything else, Commissioner Partha?
No, it's good. Thank you.
All right. Chief, yes, thank you for the tour. That was great. Appreciate it. All right. Finance Committee, Commissioner Andrus.
Thank you so much. Not going to be as long as the Park and Rec Committee.
As long as it's good news, we don't care.
This is a brief but positive financial report for the month. We received our year-end report from our pension advisors, and our fund increased 11% for the year 2024. Double-digit gain should help with our future liabilities. The first part of this year was rocky for the market, but things have settled down, and hopefully we'll have similar gains for 2025. Another item that is promising for the township is that the strength of our local economy is pretty good. Our earned income tax is up 4%, or $50,000, compared to where we were last year at this time. Local earned income tax is a 1% tax that Hatfield Township residents pay, and is evenly split between the township and the school district. And so hopefully there's more good news as we go through the summer and into our formal budgeting process in fall. Thank you.
All right. Good news is whether it's longer or shorter, good is good. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go to the Township Manager's report. Aaron.
All right, thanks, Mr. President. Commissioner Lestracco, in her report, talked about the Clemens ribbon cutting, so we have a little video that we're just going to play tonight to remind us all of that great event for those that might not have been able to make it. Here we go. Hold on. We don't want to miss any of this.
And it became the vision to add a playground for all children, inclusive for all children, which you don't see very often.
children can say after school, let's go to Loveland and play, is just something that keeps our little boy's memory alive. Cool job. So, welcome to Loveland!
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
That's great.
Awesome.
That was awesome. That is undoubtedly why, that's just a snippet of why we do everything that we do, and really, commissioners aside, it's the staff that does such a fantastic job. So thank you, Aaron and Chief, to the entire staff for all that you do and really making that possible. That one's going to be a ribbon cutting that I think we're all going to remember for a very long time. That's great.
Agreed.
Those pictures of the Inversos was just fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Melissa did a phenomenal
She
job.
really did. She
Amazing.
caught that moment. She really did.
Beautiful.
was
Yeah,
great.
and the parents couldn't be happier. We heard a lot from. We shared all the pictures with them, and we're going to send a few other things down to them with some framed pictures. But incredible. It was an incredible event.
That's great. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you for doing that.
No, thank you all. Thank you all. Also, speaking of the Garden of Health, we wanted to thank. Oh, look at that. We wanted to thank our Commissioner Andrus and Ken View. He brought his team from his work last week to the Garden of Health to do some of the work at the garden, and we appreciate the time you spent and your experience. You look like you know how to move that wheelbarrow pretty well. Oh. It is. Thank you, Commissioner Andrus, for bringing your team out to help the garden this week.
I got to say something with the volunteer activity we do. We did the Man on Main Street. We did
Habitat.
Habitat for Humanity. Now this, there's really a lot of ways you can give back to the community. And
Yep.
I look forward to it in the future. Had a lot of fun.
Yep. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just a few other items, Commissioners, nothing too extensive, but and also in follow-up to what Commissioner Lestracco said about the plant exchange that is coming up Saturday. We do have a resolution that we need the board to consider tonight. It's an annual requirement that we have as a tree community that we have been doing now for many years. One of the requirements is to pass a resolution in the spring, just reaffirming our commitment to some of the green initiatives that we've taken on. So this resolution in front of you is just commemorating that there is a plant exchange coming up that's hosted by the Shade Tree and some educational activities associated with it. So if we could just take action on that, and then I'll just move into the last item.
Absolutely. So that'll be Resolution 25-08. Is there a motion for approval of the plant exchange and garden party?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Lestrako, second by Commissioner Partha. We just got an explanation. I'm not sure if we need anything else. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor of Resolution 25-08, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, that is approved.
And if you remember, commissioners, years ago, they would come out every year and give us the banner.
Yeah.
They stopped doing those kind of outreach items, but I think we're up to
Got to be 30?
right, mid-20s, maybe even 30 now. So we'll need to update some of those signs out there. But it's been a long commitment from Hatfield Township. Then just lastly, from a schedule standpoint for the public, we'll update our calendar on our website. And as we have done for many years, the summer public meeting schedule will be one meeting per month for June, July, August, which is the fourth Wednesday of each month. Just for scheduling reasons, Ray, we don't want you to come out when we're not here. Well, we've locked you out of other meetings, so it wouldn't be the first. A few budget meetings, we may have done that to you accidentally. So that's all I have, commissioners. Thanks for your time tonight.
Okay, no, that was a great one. Thank you, appreciate it.
Sure.
All right, Mr. Solicitor, is there any report
Nothing to
this evening?
report tonight. Jerry, if you can get me a Benadryl shirt someday, I'd appreciate that.
I like that
Other
shirt.
than that, nothing to report.
All right, citizens' comments. Are there any citizens' comments? All right, hearing none then, like we said, light evening tonight, but heavier one, I think, at the next meeting. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Commissioner Andrews. Second by Commissioner Rogers. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, we're adjourned. Thanks for coming out, folks.